All the world is a stage. One of the most famous lines by Shakespeare. In this poem, the author has spoken about the duties of every individual at different stages in life. According to the scriptures, human life is the greatest gift in the world. Every human has a role to play once he is born. The youth mostly spend their lives at malls, theatres, and pubs. The other half spend their lives in doing petty jobs in order to survive in this harsh world. There is a set of people who have their set visions and ambitions to do something good in their lives, and they lack guidance. And the others have all the luxury, support, guidance in their life but lack vision. In this land of economic and cultural differences, how the youth manage to make their identity for themselves is what we will see today. A small world of love, friendship, trust is what this world is all about.
How's the journey? Would you like a cup of coffee? Hi, I'm Vijay Cotton.
And this is Ahan Pandit, and this is our story. I work in Capgemini India Private Limited in Hyderabad. I'm Vijay's senior from college, and I recently joined Capgemini. I do more of work and less of talking in Full Circle. The talking part mostly Vijay does.
I'm from NMIT Bangalore. I doing my third year in mechanical engineering. The whole idea of Full Circle was pretty much started in the month of Jan and Feb, which is there right now. Exactly almost about a year or so, wherein me and Ahan met and we were actually working for our college fest. And over a couple of discussions and a couple of ideas sharing, we got to know that we are pretty much on the same mind frequency and we're thinking the same ideas. So what happened was this became a starting point and we had to run around for a couple of college activities. And one day we happened to jam up about ideas and come down here. And this is pretty much where the whole conception of the Full Circle started. And our first startup, we started off with
The first startup that we started was Talk of the Town, which is a one-stop platform for artists and venues to get together and interact together and do their business. We started this on 16th March 2013, and to take you through the story, Vijay will tell you more.
So it's basically all started off in the month of February and March, wherein the fest we were working on the Battle of the Bands didn't happen. So we pulled in a lot of crowd, let's say about 60 to 80 bands down. That bands were coming from a lot of different parts of the city and even outside. And after shortlisting, everyone is clear about the money deal, but what happened was the event didn't happen. and the people are pissed off, and we were pissed off. And, so you have an event, and it doesn't happen, and the people whom you call are blaming you for it. So we thought, let's change that system and let's create a platform. And with that frustration, so to say, we started off with TOT, being an online platform to list out events, support fans, probably eventually bump into something. And it carried on over a period of time. What started off as a listing thing with with a team of about 10 people, slowly over 3 to 4 months got associated with an international event. And after the international event, there was another big calamity, and everything just slowed down. So we sat in a place, we thought, okay, we have something unique. Now let's make it into a product. Let's make it something solid, and let's start all over again. And well, right now we finished one event successfully, and we're in the hopes of getting funded. So yay on that. So that's basically TOT, where the whole journey of our entrepreneurial dreams or whatever started. So the chai shop. What happened was, every day I used to come to this place with my friend called Vandit, and we used to drink tea. Yes, tea. And it was just the usual thing. We used to come, sometimes talk about people, and sometimes bitch about people. And one day, in about 2.5 months time since I started coming here, I thought, we bitch about people and we spend time bitching about them. Now, how about creating a platform for bitching about them usefully? That was an idea which struck me. Then it was the chai shop. So initially I was like, okay, let me not go with the name chai shop. I started asking for suggestions for names. So I was asking around for suggestions. People came up with some weird Hindi, abusive Kannada names, which I wasn't really happy with. So then I thought, okay, fine. The whole conversation started off at the chai shop, so let me name it the chai shop. So I named it the chai shop. I started off with a Facebook page. First 4 posts in, I thought, okay, fine. This is something which is very unique. No one has done it, and it's a free platform. Plus, what I started noticing was this started encouraging talent. So I thought, let me do a website, let me have a Facebook page, let me have a Twitter link, and let me start this. I don't know where it will go, but let it go. And it started off in the month of August successfully with a website on. And since then on, we've got a lot of people coming down, and a lot of requests from the people from the UN. Even the boys from NH7 were interested in collaborating with us. So yeah, that's how our second startup started off, with the chai shop.
When we started TOT, we knew that it's going to be a very content heavy and a very huge website, because there's a lot of artists, band people, and a lot of designers whose portfolio is supposed to post on our website. And we did a lot of research into it, and we got to know that to make such a website, it will cost us anywhere around 3 to 4 lakhs. And we believe in something called as minimum investment and maximum returns. So there's this friend of mine who was a brilliant designer who designed all our logos, all our posters and everything else. He had a talent, and we thought, why don't we utilize it? He told me that he would learn web designing for us, and I told, the day you do that, we'll start something for you. And he came back to us within a month, and he told, I'm ready. So that's how Energy Labs started. Energy is basically NRG. That's Nitin R. Gupta. That's the person for whom we started this venture. And so we had a designer who's ready to design stuff, but we were lacking a developer who could develop us our websites and who could help us with other web designing stuff. So this is friend of mine whom I found out basically from playing games online, and he is a brilliant web developer. Even and as fate would have it, his name initials is also NRG. That's Nayan R. Goenka. So that's how we started Energy Labs, and we started getting orders. We started getting clients from our own circle of friends, and slowly but surely we kept getting orders from those people, and it started spreading. And to see the progress of Energy Labs, it has been our most successful startup yet, and we're still progressing very fast. And TOT's website will be launching on its first anniversary this year. That's 16th March 2014. That's how Energy Labs started. This is Vandit, who handles operations for us.
So I'm going to tell you a story of how our venture really started. It initially started off with only wristbands. There's this plan of making wristbands in our college. Amit approached me and Vijit and he said, why not make bands for the CS department, the electrical department and EC department. So that's really how we started out. Amit was a guy who came up with this idea and he needed support. He didn't know the people to approach. So he came to Vijit, and then Vijit was like, dude, this is brilliant. Why don't we start off a merchandising company? Because he always wanted to have one like that. So that's the origin of Bong Baba. Till now, we haven't, our major primary goal has been to make bands and stuff like that, but we haven't had any orders to make bands. We've done much more than that. That's how it is. We just started off with bands, but everything else just got dragged into it, and there you have a merchandising company.
We also have Ranjit, who handles executions for us.
Okay, yeah, so how I got into this was Ahan gave my contact to Vijit, because I'd done a few t-shirts before in first sem and all that. So yeah, so Vijit called me up one day and he's like, dude, we are going to start a merchandising company, so I need your help. Yeah, and that's how we started off with the pullovers and shirts and bands and badges and caps and bags. Yeah, that's what Bong Baba does.
So this is Bong Baba for you. So we had so many startups, and finally me and Vijay decided it's time to give back something to the society. And the only way that we thought we could give back was through education, through educating the young minds, to tell them that there's a life beyond the IT jobs, there's a life beyond engineering, medicals, laws and everything else. We wanted to give them a chance to pursue their hobbies, to pursue their passions, and that's how the full circle education came into picture. Because from all our startups, we thought about why not give back something to each one of them. The Energy Labs could, help us with teaching the kids how to design, how to web design, how to make Photoshop and Illustrator pictures, and we thought of having a counseling session for most of the kids that are there these days in the schools.
So what generally happens is you finish your 10th, you finish your 12th, you're either into science, commerce, arts. So that's it. That's education. That's what Indian education is all about. What happens is you curtail your talent. Probably you're good at photography, probably you're good at music, and what happens is the Indian society does not let you do it. They don't appreciate you doing it. So we thought, we have people doing it, why not support others who do it? So with that motive, we thought we'll revolutionize the whole formal education and bring more creative, practical events into education, so that it's not just an education, but it's a life experience. The whole process of education just becomes a life experience rather than just something which you're going to spend 4 plus 10 plus 2 years in. So we thought, okay, we can't do it directly. We can't start a school because you don't have money, and they're going to throw us out. So we thought, let's use the people that we have, people who are getting experienced with us, people who are getting experienced by us, and our reach, and let's go to the schools and tell them that there is another opportunity, and we are going to train you for 2 days. If you like to pursue it, we'll help you. So that was the reason why we started Full Circle. A circle is infinity, it never ends. Learning is a process which always goes on and on. Even if you're 100 years old or 2 years old, you always have to learn. So we thought, let's bring it to an alternative perspective rather than having a very formal education and going by the book. And that is our main motive behind Full Circle. And we have a very good team, a team who's learning, a team who's learnt, and a team who will be learning. So with that team, we thought, let's make an impact. We'll go out to people out there, teach them about alternative fields, and tell them that it's fun and you can pursue it if you want. And we have live examples working with us, being a part of us. So that was the main reason why we started Full Circle, and we said, okay, I think this completes our full circle and chain of work that we are doing right now. I guess that's the story, how we all started.
Full Circle being a very young company, it's a youth powerhouse. I'm the oldest one in this company right now, while all the people who are working are still in colleges. Let's see what they think about Full Circle.
Yes, we work for Full Circle. During the day, we're all students and some of us have a full-time job. And sometimes it does feel like we have a lot on our plate. But what keeps us going and what keeps us motivated, that we're all friends, we're all family. And at the end of the day, it's a lot of fun to get the work done.
I got to meet a lot of people. I started doing a lot more things that I never did before. I started executing, I started taking decisions.
We just don't deliver our products. We make our customers come back again later once we deliver a product.
You have 24 hours in your life in one day, out of which you sleep for 6, maybe go to your educational institute for 8. What do you do with the other 10? You can do so much with the other 10.
Achievements. Every startup is an achievement, because starting something new is very difficult, and takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of time. But since we had tremendous support, good friends, we have broken every single business rule till now. First rule of business is never have business with any kind of friends. And the whole of our startups are based on friendship, trust.
Okay, and what have been your letdowns? Have people ever criticized you and said things that have let you down, or did it push you more to do things?
It's still happening. It all started just because of frustration, sheer frustration, and people still think that we are useless, we can't do anything.
People think we're a joke.
Yeah, joke, yeah.
They're like, you guys are what, making money in terms of a few $1,000 or $2,000, and that's barely anything. But and they're like, you're 20 years old and you've broken all rules of business. You don't know jack shit. You don't know business, and you're trying to compete with guys who are serial entrepreneurs. We're like, we are not here for competition. We have passion to do something, associating with people, meeting people, and that's what we do. There's no kind of competition, so to say. We're not trying to compete with anyone.
I personally work in an IT company, and I see people working their ass off from 9 to 5, 9 to 6, and they're not happy. It's very much visible in their faces. They're not happy in what they're doing. And I just sit there, do the same job, but I'm happy. Not because I'm working in an IT company. I'm happy because I'm doing something that I love.
Generally what happens is, in companies, they say, okay, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired. What is the firing aspect of it? You know, they're not commodities, they're human beings. we treat them as humans. We respect people as humans. I think they're willing to put in a lot more effort and figure out the whole thing rather than just tweeting them off and saying that okay, you're out because you're not performing, you're out because you're not performing. We treat them as humans. We say okay, fine, let's figure this out together.
When we started Talk of the Town, Vijit was very skeptical. He was like, would it work? Is it worth the time that we are spending? Should we do it? I told Vijit that time that until unless you take a risk, you won't gain anything. After that day, Vijit has totally changed from the person that I knew to the person he is right now. And one of the reasons that I am still in this is because of my juniors. I'll be very frank, it's because of my juniors. I don't want them to live a life that I'm living right now. Maybe my immediate juniors won't be, greatly affected by this, but within down the years, within 2 or 3 years, maybe there'll be a change. There'll be a change where people might start thinking about what we're doing, and they might start helping us more. They might start choosing this line of profession more than the normal line like engineering, medical, lawyer, LLB. It's a change in lifestyle itself. It's a change in the way of thinking, and we are behind it, and I feel happy about it.
So this whole journey, I think, apart from the bad experiences, I've gained a lot, and to be in a more very happier aspect from this whole process, I've got to know a lot more people. I've got to work with the best of the best in the industry. I'm still working with the best of the best in the industry. I'm working with the guys from Lagori, from Score Magazine. I write for Score Magazine. I'm the ambassador for JBL and Adidas. And this whole journey happened because I learned something, and that is what matters. We're all looking at the US and we're all wondering, saying that okay, these guys have a really good system going on, but have you ever noticed that US supports all kinds of talent to the maximum of how much they can? We don't see that aspect, but we say that they're doing extremely well. They say that the US is 200 years ahead of us. Little do they know that 200 years back, there were some people who created that change. That was very essential. People who went out, flushed the whole system down and created a new system. And that is why people are ahead of us. And I think we're very strong, and if we start now, then one of the very key aspects of how we work is we start now, in the night, and we work through the night. We sit at 2, 3, sometimes since till 4 and 5 in the morning, and we try and cater to clients of a very wide level. We are students and we are still trying to cater to clients of a very corporate level. Our work starts in the night. Yes, it is almost a 18 to 20 hour per day work, but I don't think anyone is complaining among the 42 of us, because everyone's like, okay, fine, you guys have a dream, we share the dream, let's do it. And the aspect that they say let's and not I will do it is very important, because they believe in the same 42 member team as much as we do. And we don't work, people don't work under us and people work with us. That's why I constantly keep saying that we are a team, and that whole team building aspect has been very strong. Even though there have been ups and downs, I think that whole aspect of team in the full circle is very strong.
There's an old saying that when you're doing something that you love, you never see the time fly by. And that's what it basically is. We love what we're doing. We believe in ourselves. We believe in the people working with us. We believe in you.
1 second. Dream.
Live.
Laugh.
Dream, live, laugh.
That's what we do in FC.